Yesterday, I found a discount chicken at H-E-B and we baked it and roasted it and it was delicious. Today, I'm gonna use the picked over chicken carcass and we're gonna make a pho-inspired broth in the crock pot. Okay, let's get started with toasting our spices. So, we're gonna start off with 2 tiny cinnamon sticks. We are going to have a couple stars of anise and a cardamom pod. This is a green cardamom pod. I'm going to try to break it open with my fingers. If I cannot, okay. I'm going to try to get the little seeds out. You can see, very seedsy. All right. Might as well throw the pod in there too. We're going to strain it all at the end. I'm going to kind of zhuzh this around until it starts smelling. Smelling good, not smelling burnt. We're not shooting for burnt. So let's see how long this takes. While that's getting hot, let's get the rest of the spices ready. So we're going to have coriander seeds, which if you live in South Texas and don't know what coriander is, it's cilantro. So we're going to have about a teaspoon of coriander seeds, a teaspoon of fennel. I've got some whole cloves. There we go. So once this starts getting really fragrant, we're going to add the coriander, the fennel, and the cloves to the hot pan. Can I get you anything?
Some lunch.
You'd like some lunch? Okay. Can I get with you after I get all this in the crock pot? Is that all right? It's gonna be about 10 minutes?
Yeah, sure.
All right, great. A little piece of something that flew out. Starting to smell it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and add the rest of my spices. And notice I don't have any oil in the frying pan. We're just getting these nice and warmed up and kind of activating the oils in the spices. So I'm listening for a pop. Or if I see smoke, even if I don't hear a pop, we're moving forward. Oh, it smells so nice right now. This isn't a true pho broth. Those take all sorts of time and energy, and this lazy way of doing it suits my needs and works for my family, so that's what we're doing. So once I get the spices out of here, I'm going to put some of this cut up ginger root, about that much ginger. I cut it up so it'd have some more surface area touching the pan. Same thing, I have about half an onion ready to go. You can't walk away from spices while you're toasting them. They go from pale to burnt really fast. And it seems that that process happens as soon as you turn your back on them. Okay, I'm not hearing popping, but I am starting to smell a little bit of burnt. So we are quitting while we're ahead. And we're transferring this to a plate. I'm gonna quickly sear off the onion and the ginger. We're going to use a spatula for this because my hand can handle some heat, but not all the heat. Let's see where we are on the color. Oh, we're almost there. It's getting toasty. I don't want burnt, but I do want toasty. All right, I think that's toasty enough. I'm going to turn off the heat and we're going to transfer over to the crock pot. Time to assemble in the crock pot. So I'm going to take off my lid and we're going to start with the toasted spices, the toasted onion and ginger, and then some rock sugar. 1.5 ounces of rock sugar. I cannot eyeball that. This is what I have for rock sugar, by the way. Picked it up in Thailand, but you can get it, I'm sure, at an Asian grocer. Measure it out on my scale. Okay. 1.5 ounces of rock sugar. In it goes. I'm gonna pour in, I have 7 cups of water. If we were doing salt, because low sodium household, if we were doing salt, now is when I would add about, I think it's a tablespoon. Yep, I would add a tablespoon of salt now if we were able to put that in our broths here. I am gonna put a little bit of chicken base at the end, which has a lot of salt. I use this recipe also for turkey carcasses after like Thanksgiving. All right, so I've got my chicken carcass. Skin, collagen and all is going in. Kind of massage it down into there. And after a while, this is going to cook for about 4 hours. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this on high and it's gonna cook for about 4 hours. At hour 2, I'm going to open it up and flip the chicken so that all the bones have been exposed to the hot liquid and it can get that collagen out and gelatin and make it extra good for people in our family that need to cure some skin conditions. So, all right, lid. Okay, it's been 2 hours. It is chicken flipping time. You see it's kind of disintegrated into that soup a bit. Try not to splash yourself. This is hot. Ooh, it's just falling apart. Give everything a little stir. Make sure that sugar got dissolved properly. Okay, I'll put the lid back on for another 2 hours. It's after dinner now. This has been cooling for a couple hours. And I'm gonna start straining it. I've got my trash can here next to me to throw chicken parts into. I've got a bowl here, I've got a strainer. I'm feeling confident about this. It's kind of gross. But all that jiggly goodness gave us a nice rich broth. Trying to get all the big chunks out of here before we strain it in the little sieve. So I'm gonna pour this, I can hold it now. I'm gonna pour it into my strainer here. Let's see where we're at with flavor. Oh my gosh, it's super sweet. Okay, so we need something to balance the sweetness and maybe a little bit more chicken stock. So if I had put the salt in, that would balance the sweetness, but I didn't. So I'm thinking some lime and some chicken base I'm gonna add to here. If you like fish sauce, now would be an opportunity to add fish sauce. Okay, I think I'm gonna start with the chicken base. Here's a beautiful green lime, a fresh one. All right, let's try this one out. All right. Mix this all together well. Make sure that chicken base is dissolved. We'll try it again. I think I'm gonna add just a tad of salt. Just poquitito. Maybe a half teaspoon. Going forward, less sugar might be the way to go. A little bit more lime. It's a nice rich broth though. You can really taste all the spices and all the chicken bits that are in there. We have achieved success. All right, so I'm gonna put this up. We're gonna have chicken soup in a day or two. Give these flavors some time to develop. I'll put our leftover chicken pieces in here, some rice noodles, some basil leaves, and some cilantro leaves, and it should be really good. Thanks for watching.